If you are learning English and you are feeling very confused about conditional sentences in English, anytime the word if comes up, you freak out and you want to stop learning English altogether, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to try to explain the key differences between first, second, and third conditional sentences and try to make it clear so that you actually stop feeling confused. Bear with me here and promise by the end of the video you will have a better understanding of the differences between first, second, and third conditional sentences. Before we continue, hit that subscribe button below, leave this video a like, and leave a comment in the end if you have found this video helpful. Now let's go. Alright, so starting with conditional number one. This is the only conditional sentence, conditional structure, which talks about real, possible, or likely situation in the present or in the future. For example, if it rains, we will cancel the trip. So rain in this situation is a real possibility, and cancelling the trip is a real possible consequence of the rain. Okay, so in this situation, we know it is the first conditional, and then we can confidently use the formula to build it. Disclaimer about the formulas. This video is not going to go in depth regarding the formulas of the conditional sentences. Down below under the video, I will give you a link where you can find a chart, a really good chart with presentation of the formulas and the explanations. But for now, I'm trying to get you to understand the differences in choosing the conditional. And after that, if you know the formula, you choose the correct one and off you go. You will say everything as you should. So summarizing the first conditional, it is the only conditional out of three which talks about real possible situation. One more example for you. If you study, you will pass the exam. If you study, so it's a real condition, right? That's what you need to do. If you study, you will get a real result. You will pass your exam. I hope that's clear. Now, here things are becoming slightly more complicated, but bear with me. I promise it's not that complicated. Okay, second and third conditional sentences. They are both used to talk about imaginary situation. If you know the formulas here are a little bit more complex, so again, you just have to memorize them. There is nothing I can do about it. Once you have memorized the formulas, where you need to put the if and the would and the had and all the other things, once you know your formulas really well, you have to ask yourself a question. Am I imagining something in the present or future? So we are here, right? Am I imagining something present or future? So hypothetical imaginary situation in the future or in the past. So I'm kind of creating an alternative reality in the past. If it is present, imaginary present or imaginary future, for example, if I won a lottery, I would buy a house. Well, I'm imagining something about the future. I'm dreaming about the future. I don't think this will happen. Winning a lottery doesn't happen every day. It's unlikely, but it's still kind of looking forward, right? This is your second conditional. Second conditional is always looking ahead or at the present moment. Another example, if they sold their house, they would be rich. So maybe right now they're thinking about selling their house. If they sold it in the future, right, they would be rich. So we're looking ahead. Looking ahead, imagination is second conditional. Now, what do we do with imaginary past? This is your third conditional. That's the difference. The third conditional is used to talk about imaginary, hypothetical past. Third conditional basically is you looking back into your past and thinking about what could have happened, right? Or what you should have done. For instance, let's say right now in the present moment, you are coming out of university or a test center and you have failed a language test, right? Maybe not a good idea. Another example, you have failed some sort of test, not a language test, because language learning is fun. So any other math test. And now you are very upset about it and you're looking back and you're like, well, if I had studied more, I would have passed it. There is nothing you can do. In reality, you did not study enough. You did not pass the test, right? So you're just looking back and saying, well, I should have studied better. Essentially, that's the difference. Now, let's summarize it all so that you have a clear picture of the three conditionals. The first conditional is the only conditional which is actually possible and real. I'm talking about real life situations, and real life result. The second conditional is me dreaming about the future or the present. Maybe if I won a lottery, if I had a car, it's unlikely, it's imaginary, it's hypothetical, but I'm imagining the future or the present. And the third conditional is me imagining something in the past. The third conditional is me trying to create an alternative reality in the past. It did not happen. None of those things happened. I'm staying in the past and I'm just creating alternative reality in the past. Once you understand these differences, before you create a sentence with if, you just have to ask yourself, is it real? If it's real, then it's probably the first one, right? It's probable, it can actually happen. If it's not real, if I'm imagining something, then I just have to ask myself one more question. Am I imagining present or future? Or am I imagining past? If I'm imagining present or future, this is your second conditional. If I'm imagining past, this is your third conditional. I tried to keep it as brief as I could. If you found this useful, please leave me a comment down below, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I will see you in my next video.